What's up, guys? It's an exciting time around here, okay? College has started for me, and we are in this next chapter, phase, stage, of life. And so that's very exciting. So now that it's been officially my first full week of classes, I wanted to share how I'm feeling about everything so far. So let's get into it. I do just want to say I was a little hesitant about doing a vlog so soon about college updates being only a week in, but honestly I was like, that just means we'll have to do another college update closer to the end of the semester and like more mini updates in between as we go. So let's do a quick throwback to when I did, my school shopping and whatnot, so that you can see kind of like my preparation for this exciting adventure.
What's up, good people? This part of the vlog is simply to share school supplies and what I got in preparation for my first year of college. First of all, starting with the backpack to hold all the supplies I just got. I got this backpack from Target. The brand name is Open Story. I love this backpack. I love the color. It's a really great neutral color. Love the compartments. There's a front pocket here. There's nice zippers, easy zippers, and then there's a clip and you can loop it through there. I also like this because it has a side pocket, so occasionally from time to time, like, I'll stick an umbrella in there or a thermos if I'm holding something else, like a book. I love the compartments. I wish I could share like how deep it really goes, because it is deeper than you think. I didn't want something too big but not too small either, because I wanted to have something big enough for folders and pencil pouch and all that stuff. Of course, I got a few folders just to slide things in, just in case. And then I got some dividers with little subject tabs for the binders that I just bought, because I do have a class that is pre-hole punched. So once I take it out of the plastic cover, I'm gonna stick it in here. It's for one of my online classes, so I'm just gonna stick it in here. I did go ahead and get some college ruled loose leaf paper. I am a huge fan of college ruled paper. Then I got a one subject notebook, got another notebook. So I am taking economics and stats, so lots of math, which means lots of mistakes, lots of writing, lots of erasing as well. So of course, some mechanical pencils. One thing about me as a student, I love good pens that write good and that are smooth. I love Papermate, so I got some Papermate black pens. But I am also a color-coded note-taking kind of person, so I had to get my all-time favorite. These also write good as well, and they last super long, and so I love the G2 Pilot brand. Then of course you can't go wrong with Old Faithful Sharpie yellow highlighters. I got the Clearview. I haven't tried these, so I'm gonna try these and see how they work for me. But I've always loved the Sharpie gel highlighters, so this is Old Faithful for me, honestly. Of course, in the original ones that have always been out, but I love these because these don't smear. And of course, whiteout. And then I got some index cards. I got a pack of 4x6s. These are a bit bigger than these, which are just the standard 3x5s. So that is all for my little school supplies back to school haul. Back to the vlog.
Right now I'm currently taking 12 credit hour classes. Right now I have 4 classes, each with 3 credit hours to make up the 12. So 3 in person, 1 class online. I chose to take morning classes so that I can have all of my afternoons and evenings free, and so far I really love it. I really love the flexibility. On Mondays and Wednesdays I'm in economics from 9:30 to 10:45, and then statistics from 11 to 12:15. Then on Tuesdays and Thursdays I'm in history from 11 to 12:15. So like I said, I like the flexibility. The routine around that schedule is like spot on. I get up earlier 2 mornings and then I sleep in later on 2 mornings, so that's kind of what I'm working with now. And then of course, that means that I'm going to do an updated morning routine as a college student now. I don't have any classes on Friday, which makes it just amazing. A day to study, hang out, chill, just whatever day I need or want it to be. So it's always like I have a 3-day weekend, which is like phenomenal. Going through all of my classes so far, when it comes to economics first, it's chill so far. I feel like I'm still trying to understand what's going on, but the professor's cool, and I know that this is like the first week, so I'm still trying to like figure it all out. And I will say though, I thought I was late on the first day because there was a class like full already in the classroom. Professors in there already just talking, but turns out he does this Q&A time where you can ask questions while we're waiting on time to get started and more people are coming in. And so I found that out yesterday, which that's pretty fantastic, but it definitely scared me on that first day because I thought I was late. But turns out I wasn't because I was on time for attendance. So, hey. Woo! When it comes to statistics, it's extremely chill. I was able to meet the professor actually beforehand while I was looking for my classes the week before college even started. And so that's how I found out that he's pretty nice and chill, and that class so far I can rock with for sure. Like the content, I get it. It's my speed. Thankfully, one of my best friends took statistics while we were in high school, so I have help in that area if I ever needed it. But based on what we've been going over so far and learning and homework and everything already, it hasn't been anything hard. So that's just been fantastic to be in a math class where it's not really math, it's more kind of like logical thinking. But to be in a math class where I understand like what's actually happening this time on day one from the get-go, glorious. When it comes to history, I would say my professor in that subject is like highly entertaining. I have not fallen asleep. I'd say the most lively professor I have. I've always done good in the subject of history, so I am very eager to see how I'm going to do in this class. Understanding music, I am taking this course online as an elective. There's an introduction video that was done, and my professor seems pretty chill as well in that class. At first I didn't know what I was doing. Yeah, I didn't get it, but I took the time to sit and reread everything I read the first time, and so I'm catching on, and I'm doing the discussion post and the introductory stuff. So yay, we're getting there. So everything seems to be going great so far this first week. Definitely getting into that routine again, and just I don't know, just being in this new routine and adulting, like it just feels so great, and it's a step up. This chapter feels amazingly weird. It's weird because both of my main best friends that are like siblings to me are not with me. This week has been so weird as far as that is concerned. I don't even know how to describe what it feels like. One bestie has already moved and the other has yet to move next week, which means I will have 2 long distance besties. Like, what? Like crazy. On the first day of college, I didn't know how to feel. I was like back and forth. It was just like, I'm trying to be present, but it's like we're all now in completely different worlds and in a new routine and in new places without each other. Like, I will say I definitely had some hardcore anxiety after day 2, Tuesday. But when I was getting ready yesterday, Wednesday, which was day 3, my brother, I call my close best friends my siblings because I'm an only child. So my brother snapped me on his first day, and I was like, okay, that's 2 down in college, 1 more to go with my sister next week. And so I don't know, just that was like a sense of peace for me now that we're getting into our routine. And like, I guess that's just me, in my big sister behavior. It's a sweet and sentimental mixing together of a new adventure. Like, I absolutely love being on a campus with smaller classes, more specific resources, and still having and seeing mutual friends that I'm cool with. But ultimately, to have a restart in some ways and not hear about anybody's drama is just so great. Like, in middle and high school, you heard about somebody's drama throughout the summer, then you come into the new school year with the monstrosity, and it is mentally and emotionally chaotic. I don't miss it at all. I also wasn't scared on my first day either, so that's good. It was more of like this mindset of okay, let's do this, even through the waves of knowing like life just changed significantly. At one point in time, I did have a friend that moved away. This was after freshman year, and freshman year of high school. I considered this person to be a close friend, even so much of a close friend that they were like a sibling to me, and it was emotional. Unfortunately, due to unforeseen, unexpected circumstances that shocked me and hurt me, we are no longer friends as of first semester of senior year. December 2024 weekend recap has the details on that, more towards the end of that vlog. But that was like my only hardcore experience with someone close to me at the time moving away. So I wanted to have a very different experience with this moving process of my siblings and not let my heart be guarded based on what happened before, because that really is my last reference point. And I think that's why, because all throughout the summer, I would have moments here and there, thinking about, just the move and everything with both siblings. But it wasn't until the week before the week of my brother moved. And that's when I got like more emotional about it and just being right up on it more than taking the whole summer to really digest it. Like it all hit me in that moment. And so I think that was just my heart being guarded, like what happens when you leave and things don't continue on like in the friendship. And I've tried to work on that, because it's like, just because one person acts like this doesn't mean that another person will. I'm just trying to let my heart and mind feel the emotions of this move with my siblings, because they really do mean the world to me. And I am like so excited about this next chapter for all three of us. But of course it is hard, with the distance and everything, but I know we are all where we are meant to be. And so for me, that's a good factor about all of it. Thank you guys so much for tuning into my first week update. I hope that everyone who has or will start school or college this year will have an incredible year. I love you guys so much. Enjoy your weekend, and I will definitely see you next week.